we've entered in a national race, and I'm pretty sure we're the only people in Rockford, Illinois, to be in the top 24 in the nation. And I think that's a kind of a big deal for Rockford, that we're kind of representing Rockford.
Yeah, but why would we? Nobody knows about it except for like our small, friendless.
Yeah, of course nobody knows about it because we're not being publicized.
It was something that I had thought about for a while when it comes to like getting in touch with a newspaper or something like that, just to say, hey, these Rockford guys are going to New York over a film competition. But I reconsidered it just because I thought coming back we might have a better story. Like, hey, we just went to this film competition and blah, 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 blah. Here are the results. You can look them up, yada, yada, yada. Because I feel like if we did it now, the video wasn't up because it had to be taken down all of August for the premiere in New York. And then
You also have to realize that our short film isn't really PG-13.
You say that these guys made a movie.
Yeah, but people don't care about it. People would want to see it. People would want, hey, these guys from Rockford, this short film, you don't get to know anything about it. Like, that just wouldn't make sense.
Well, I think there's enough there if we come back, though. That's what I mean, is like if we came back and we placed, we would be kicking ourselves that we did a story beforehand. Because then we'd come back and we'd be like, hey, we placed, and they'd be like, yeah, we already did a story on you guys, though no one cares.
I think regardless, it's still an interesting story that, 4 guys from Rockford, Illinois managed to, get top 24 in, the world?
Yeah, it was a worldwide competition. Yeah. There are people coming from other nations, I think, and stuff.
Yeah, worldwide competition, and 4 guys from little Hodunk, Rockford, Illinois, got top 24 in the world.
I just don't think it's that interesting.
Out of 130 plus films.
Like a couple of years ago, a guy from Rockford won an Oscar. What does it mean? People enter film fests and get into them and screen all the time. It's just a thing that happens. Happens like every other week.
I think it is a thing that, there's no harm in at least trying. I mean, we can spit it out there and they can decide if they think it's news.
It is news. It is news.
It's a news along the same line that like the poodle competition is news.
Yeah, it's about.
Okay, yeah, this is the same thing as a poodle competition.
In the large scheme of things, yeah. I mean, it's a thing that some people care about a lot, especially if you're involved in it. But
you even said it yourself, there's going to be several kind of prestigious people judging this competition.
Not to demean the judges. I didn't say prestigious. I said legit. Where I think that they're people that have their hands in a lot of projects, and are involved in things when it comes to television and movies, but I wouldn't say prestigious.
I'd say prestigious in the fact I've seen some of their work that they've worked on, and and it's memorable things.
Yeah, but they're one of the hundreds of people involved in that project, and they're nowhere near
the big stars, directors.
Yeah.
They're bozos.
Mm-hmm. They're not the icons or idols.
So if you're listening to this, judges, since you know about the talking show because it's on our movie, then
eat my shit.
I wouldn't mind meeting them. I feel like they would have a lot of cool advice, and they're involved in a lot of things. But I wouldn't I'm not gonna say they're prestigious or anything because. I've met more prestigious people at conventions handing out autographs for $20. I mean, that's the level of people I see them as, is they're people at that level of fame, but they're definitely people that are doing more work than anyone at a convention is probably doing.
Yeah, maybe, but
I'm making a lot of assumptions here.
Who cares?
Yeah. Welcome to the Talking Show. I'm Mike.
I'm Jordan, who wants to smoke.
And that, of course, is
Dave, who probably also wants to go smoke.
Hey, we're missing a person, but are we not supposed to talk?
No.
I think it's fine to talk about. As long as we're not the way we were, because he has the most legit excuse ever right now.
I was just talking to Jordan outside about it. I'm not don't come because you just had your fucking face ripped up.
Yeah,
he knew he wasn't.
Yeah, he got his face torn up good by a dentist. Even not just tooth
six
stuff.
Teeth pulled.
Yeah, 6 teeth and some kind of.
I think it was
was it like
four
a
wisdom
tumor or
and
an ulcer or something?
It was what do they call it?
A cyst.
Not a tumor.
Cyst.
It's not a tumor.
Cyst. It's a cyst.
It's a cyst.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that knew that.
Yeah. Yeah. So he had a cyst removed. And, that's a complete legit reason not to talk for an hour, is if you just had major surgery done on your mouth a couple days ago.
I don't think that'll keep him from talking.
No. He did say that it still hurts to laugh, which he does laugh a lot on this show.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if that happened to Dave, it wouldn't make a lick of difference.
I would still come because who cares? I just wouldn't talk. It's
yeah, and people wouldn't notice. Yeah,
it's the same.
You never laugh anyway. It's great when you hear the rare Dave laugh on the audio track.
You guys just need to get funnier. That's all I can say.
Welcome back to the talking show.
They didn't even know we left. Oh, but I guess while Dave's doing that, we went to see the Dragon Ball Z movie in theaters.
Yeah.
Me and Jordan.
It was a fun time.
It was a lot of fun. Like, I just saw a Mega 64 video for it, and I thought that was pretty funny. And I was like, oh, it's actually promoting a new movie. And I saw it said in theaters until August 14th, and I was like, oh, that's today. And I just sent Jordan a message going, hey, you want to do it or not?
Didn't send David a message at all.
Didn't assume David would want to go see a Dragon Ball Z movie at all.
Listen, I don't. And I wouldn't have. I'm just saying, an invite would have been nice.
It was a fun time. I mean, I didn't see the movie, the precursor movie to that. Battle of the Gods or whatever?
Yeah, that was the last one to come out.
Yeah, and I guess that was a direct follow-up from that movie. But I still had fun because, you still know the basic, cast, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo.
And the two new people that showed up, you kind of pick up, what kind of characters they are.
It's not too much of a stretch to, okay, yeah. It was good. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. There were a lot of it was very funny. It was a movie for the fans more than anything, I'd say. So, a lot of jokes and references and different quips that are for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Like Yamcha and Chiaotzu can't make it. They're not really ready for this.
Yeah.
That's totally a rip on Yamcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I should cut that out.
I feel like you should cut your.
It was a good movie.
It was.
If you guys are fans of Dragon Ball Z out there,
stop.
I recommend you guys just immediately give it.
Or when 18 calls Krillin cool.
Yeah.
That was really funny. Vegeta likes the cheese. We were cracking up in the theater about that for 2 straight minutes. Is the cheese.
I kept going for a while. I kept laughing about it.
It was just a funny moment where these guys that don't know what pizza is.
Yeah.
He's eating the pizza and he's
sounds like people from the East Coast.
And he's like, "What's this thing on top of the pizza? This dairy thing? What is it?" And then some other guy who doesn't know what it is, he's like, "Oh yeah, it starts with a C or something. It's and then this big angry guy just bursts in. He's like, "It's cheese. It's cheese."
It doesn't sound that funny.
I guess he had to be there.
Yeah.
Well, easy there. I kind of clipped this thing on it so that way it didn't slide off.
Easy there, fucker.
Well, I didn't know, so fuck me.
Kyle's having trouble getting people to post the Mopic videos online. He said Dave would know.
Maybe embarrassment?
I think a bit of that, where it's it's not what I wanted or whatever. Yeah. Is that accurate, Dave? Is that how Mopic goes?
I mean, that's how film school goes in general. My biggest issue with film school and people that aren't professionals in general is that they make a thing and they try to rework it 18,000 times before they just get it done and put it out there. Just be done with it. A bunch of film students, they would make something for a class and then a year later would be like, "Oh, I gotta finish that." What do you mean? It's done.
Yeah.
The first time it has a fucking public screening, it's done. Just get it out there. It's done. It's over with.
Yeah.
Do something new.
Yeah, suckers.
But yeah, Kyle's just having trouble getting people to post their Mopics online, which is a shame because we're talking about them, and the only one that's online I think is Prickly.
If anything, they're doing a disservice to the actors who put also a lot of work into showing up to their movies and waiting.
Says an actor.
Well, no, I mean, I think I'm representing.
You're doing a disservice to you.
No, to everyone that was in those movies.
Was there 3 other people?
No, there was a lot. You were there. You saw everyone that went on stage.
Yeah, there was a lot of people on stage. Half the auditorium was on stage at that point when he's like, anyone that was part of a movie at all, come on stage.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people were waiting around half the time while they were making those movies, and there was a lot of hey, just wait for another hour, and then we're gonna shoot your stuff.
That's how making movies works.
I know.
Hurry up and wait, bitch.
Yeah. We just didn't have trailers to wait in while everyone got everything set up.
Yeah.
One day we will, though.
No, probably not.
Well, it'll be a trailer in a forest or some shit.
It will also be where you guys live.
Yeah. I'm going back to my trailer. You mean your home?
You live there, you idiot. Oh, boy. I have to go to Ohio on Saturday.
What for?
To play a show.
You're playing a show in Ohio?
Yeah.
I'm going to Orlando, Florida in October. Just found that out recently.
Yeah, you posted that in the podcast group.
Yeah, because if you guys want to come along, I think that could be fun.
If it were a weekend, I could, but I can't.
Yeah, it's middle of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan's getting shit canned, so he can go.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting fired soon.
What
I like
makes you
how-
say that?
I'm not getting fired. I think it's funny.
So what do you mean you're not getting fired?
I'm not getting fired. I got into a little bit of trouble earlier this week, and my boss didn't know if I was coming back into work, so he took me off the schedule. And then I came back into work, and he's like, "Well, I need you. I can't afford to let you go. So, your last warning."
Well, you left that out of the story completely.
See, I left it the good stuff for the
I
podcast.
thought it was a funnier story if you're getting chicken.
Oh no.
So you only told Dave
And also-
the first half
also-
where you're
also
like,
that would have
"Go work,"
been-
and the guy left you off the payroll.
That would have been more motivation to get a job that you don't hate.
Which I'm still in the process of doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wasn't it gonna be like that thing Devin's doing? You were gonna.
Yeah,
try
I
and-
sent Kyle my resume, and he's working on that right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he is.
Well,
Cut
I mean,
to Kyle setting it
Kyle
on fire.
eating ice cream because his mouth hurts.
And he's just like laughing, watching Paul Blart.
it was actually Castaway. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, at one point he was watching fucking Mallrats, I
Mallrats,
think.
yeah.
That's what I saw in the Facebook group. And I'm
Mhm.
like, he fucking would.
Yeah. Fucking.
Oh god,
Kevin
when we were
Smith
at
fanboy.
Wizard World Chicago, the guy from The Walking Dead, but he was also the angry father in
Yeah.
Mallrats.
Mhm.
I was like, you need to go up to that guy and offer him a chocolate covered pretzel and just see if he remembers.
I'm sure you
Would
why
you
he
like
not
a
remember?
chocolate covered pretzel?
Did he have chocolate-covered pretzels with him?
No, he didn't, but
Okay.
we were like so tempted to just go out and buy some and then come back real quick because how funny would that be?
That would have been funny.
His line wasn't that long either because he must have been there all day or something. And
I want to go to conventions. I want to get into that, but I also don't want to meet anyone. So what's the point? I kind of just want to go hang out.
that's one of the things that I do. Like if there's
I really don't want to meet anyone. I really don't care about meeting the people.
Well, you also said you hate people.
No, yeah, I do.
and a convention.
that's not limited to strangers. It's limited to actors and
like
everyone.
even
everybody.
people that I like, and then I would go to see people, but I don't care. I don't care about meeting them or getting autographs.
I'm just saying.
He
You'd
needs
be like, hey,
like a
there's
convention
there's a
wouldn't.
person.
A convention wouldn't be somewhere I'd picture you just hanging out at because
Yeah, Dave
there's-
needs that glass wall between him and the people that entertain him. He can't
Yeah.
have them talking directly to him.
because there's so many people at conventions.
I
It's,
feel like I would
crowded.
just get a hotel room and make it a 2-day thing, and then just never leave the hotel room. Just be like, yeah, I'm at a convention
just
right now.
from your balcony at your hotel room, looking down at the convention, being like,
Exactly. I love hotels.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Like I like
Love
to
'em.
travel a lot. I like to go someplace and just spend a few nights in a hotel and walk around this place I've never been before. I like that. I guess maybe because I haven't been mugged before. That's why I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Maybe if I've been mugged a couple times, I
Man,
wouldn't
you
like
would be
walking around.
I feel like you would be the funniest person to mug. I can't even imagine what your reaction would be.
I would probably just be surprised. I'd be like, "Oh, come on, dude."
"Oh,
Be
oh,
like,
come
really?
on."
Jordan would try to fight the person.
I
feel
would.
I'd be like, "I don't have
he would
any
die.
money or anything,
wouldn't.
dude."
I wouldn't die.
I was like, "Just rob a bank
I
or
can't die.
something."
It's impossible.
You
What are you
can't die.
talking
I
about?
can't die. I told you. I thought I told you this, guys. I'm immortal, actually.
This would be a fun place to kill him.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he just died right now, it would be tragic, but it'd be a fuck of a punchline.
I know.
gotta
Turns
prove
out
your
I
point.
was mortal. And this weird ghost voice in the background.
Is that some kind of thing that you just say you're immortal?
Nah, I think it's funny, because I know I'm not.
It's funny how not funny it is.
Yeah.
No, I mean it is.
It's 9:11 o'clock, guys.
You know who is immortal? God.
Someone by the name of God
Ooh.
must be immortal.
Should we talk about your dad? That was a fun night.
Oh God.
For everyone that's listening that doesn't know, and obviously they don't know because we were the only people there. Jordan's dad, he got kind of gaudy on us.
Everyone.
We've all been there when someone gets
well,
God.
yeah.
We had a party at my house. I invited everyone here from the podcast, and my brothers had their own friends over, and it was probably around 1 a.m. My dad got pretty drunk, and topic of God came up, and
Just passively
own
too.
damn fault.
No one was just discussing religion directly. It was you asking someone else, "Oh, you guys are having a wedding. What religion is she? What are you guys gonna do?"
yeah,
And then they were just like, "Oh, we're both atheists, so
And then
that's what we're
then
gonna
Jordan's
do."
dad
And
shit
then all
his
of a
pants.
sudden, boom.
then the
Then the
train went
rocket
off.
takes off.
Yeah, the train went off the tracks, and then I was struggling to take the conversation.
You were doing a very poor job. Getting
well.
it
I mean,
back.
you tried doing that.
No,
Yeah.
I think that it would have went better if you just wouldn't have tried at all. I think
Yeah.
it would have went away a lot faster.
Really?
Me, I'm
Yeah,
the kinda
because
guy
you-
that
Well, then you
turns
well,
into
well,
the
I mean,
skid.
well, then you really don't know my dad. First off, when he's
apparently
drunk,
you don't know your dad because you kept saying something. He's like, "Shut the fuck up."
best I can do in that situation. It's the only thing someone can do in that situation.
He said one time you were doing, I don't know, you were trying to change the subject, and he goes, "I don't like that Navy shit." And it was the funniest thing that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't like that Navy shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was turning into the skid. I was just
you kind of kept it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is he like it all got dropped at one point, and then you're like, actually,
I like it. I like doing that.
Yeah, you would, motherfucker. The amount of bratwursts.
Was that lasted until like a couple days ago.
I ate 4 while I was there.
I had
4
like
brats.
4 burger patties. It was insane. Yeah. I loved those things. Those were good. I really wish I wouldn't have eaten before I showed up because I would have just totally porked out on those.
Yeah, I should have told you because you texted me and you're like, "Yeah, I'm getting Taco Bell," and I was like,
Yeah, because
obviously has Taco Bell on the mind.
Yeah, because I think I asked like when Jordan first set it up, will there be food there? And you said, I think so. And I was like, I think so. May as well be maybe. Yeah. When it comes to, is there going to be
we actually went out the day before of the party, and we both between my brother and I, we dropped like $500 on the party.
Yeah, and I don't expect you to give me like a heads up on that. Be like, hey, Mike, that party. I remember you asking me if there was going to be food there. There will be.
There will be.
Like I don't expect that. Yeah. So it makes sense that you wouldn't have to tell me, and then I just kind of went, oh yeah, I'll just get Taco Bell. But then Dave's the asshole who I say I'm picking up food.
I actually don't care.
He should have came back and said, don't. There's food here.
Yeah, but sometimes people just want Taco Bell, man.
It's true.
Like if you really want a Taco Bell and somebody's like, oh, we got some burgers that we made 3 hours ago, and you really want Taco Bell, what would you do?
I'd probably go for whatever's cheaper.
I feel like you would still get Taco Bell. You get something. You get something from Taco Bell.
All right, I'd probably get something. I get like a $1 thing.
A Baja Blast.
They got like a ghost pepper griller.
I wanted to try that just
horrific.
to see how spicy it is.
It's not that bad. But then again, you're talking to Mike Miller here.
I mean, I like spicy things too.
Me too.
I don't.
Why don't you, Dave? Does it like just hurt?
Is it fire?
It just like makes me sweat, and I don't like it. It just makes me
sweat more than usual.
But do you like taste it, or is it just hot to you?
I mean, it depends on what it is. I mean, I like a little spice doesn't bother me, but when it's like really spicy shit, it just seems unnecessary to me.
Yeah, because I shouldn't say never. There was only one point in my life I was ever at a point where I go, okay, this is so spicy it ruins the food for me. Because normally I can eat anything spicy. No, it was some kind of really, really mean capsaicin sauce or something like that. Like just literally the stuff in its pure form mixed in with some herbs or whatever. One of my coworkers was really into spicy stuff. Drips a couple in my chili. I stir it up in my chili, and now I can't eat my chili anymore. It was too hot. It was too hot. I was like, this is how normal people feel when they eat spicy stuff.
Exactly. I don't know. I just like bland food. So spicy. I'm a fucking meat and potatoes
when you really want Taco Bell.
I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, dude.
So why do you have 2 Twitter accounts?
One was really filthy, and that was like that one I started in like 2009 or something.
Okay.
And it was just like it got really overwhelming because I followed too many people that I didn't actually want to follow, and just shit got all fucked up, and it was filthy. So I'm making like a rated R Twitter in its place because that thing was fucking.
That was NC-17.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm just starting over, clean page. Better Twitter handle.
Nice.
Brobocop77.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'll probably forget about it, and then I just won't be tweeting at all, and I'll just have 2 useless Twitter accounts.
That's what I did with my Twitter account. Yeah. I haven't tweeted anything in like a year and a half.
Yeah, I tweeted.
I should tweet. Oh yeah, I'll tweet right now.
Yeah.
You tweet each episode, right?
Yeah, I tweet each episode.
I'll start retweeting that.
Yeah, but then it's like I feel like I should follow some people or something like that, like either local people or podcast people or stuff like that. So that way, maybe it gets a little bit of a ball rolling. Same thing on the YouTube channel because
I mean, Facebook's a great outlet to
that too. Yeah, like
it's a great outlet because I posted just that one thing, and then I mean our subscribers like jumped up.
I've just been doing too much of the one-sided stuff where I'm putting content out there. I need to start like using the talking show accounts to kind of latch on to people, whether you're following them, subscribing to them, or commenting on them. So that way people can kind of see the name around a bit more.
Yeah.
Tweeted.
Boom.
Welcome to Tweets.
I said new episode comes out tomorrow.
Yep. and it will.
What's that? Episode 20?
22. Yep. Because
I'm feeling 22.
So, what are your guys' plans for the weekend then?
Nothing.
I'm working until 7 tomorrow and going directly to a show in Rockford to play.
What place in Rockford?
It's called Quiet Space. It's a house. It's a punk house.
Where at?
It's in Haight Village, man.
Oh, that's right.
I don't ever want to go to another punk house.
This is different.
Again.
This is
No,
not.
yeah, it's not. It's not
like
Disaster House.
Okay.
This is Quiet House. It's calm.
This is like a real ass adult person that happens to still be into punk rock that has shows from every now and again.
Okay. All right.
In his basement.
In her basement.
Her basement. Sorry.
Yeah, in the basement. It's a fucking dope house, dude. That's the house I want to shoot.
That should be what it's called, the Dope House.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. The police will never come over there.
That's actually the house that I want to shoot a horror movie in.
Oh,
It's
the
like
Dope House.
Yeah, the Dope House. We're all stars now.
You know
In
what?
the
You know what would be a
Dope
great name
House.
for the movie?
Shout out to Marilyn Manson.
The Quiet House. If you call it the Quiet House, or
That's good.
that would be the name of the movie.
I'm gonna look up a photo of it. Keep talking.
Hey, remember that time when?
Remember the time-
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans? Hey, you guys. Remember the Titans?
I think it's funny. Stop it. You just like it whenever things get like really quiet and get really calm. You're like, so you guys remember the Titans?
Ooh, that's a spooky house.
Shut the fuck up.
It's not spooky.
It's pretty fucking spooky.
The yellow kind of makes it fun.
The yellow kind of makes it fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like all gray and
Earl
like
Grey?
yeah, Earl Grey, you know, like the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
I don't know why I'm fucking you up. Like you were about
You're-
to say something,
yeah.
I'm just fucking you over.
Yeah, you're fucking me every single second.
You're taking Kyle's place.
Thanks. Just a podcast whipping boy.
He
Every
keeps coming
podcast
back.
has to have one, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's just like every group of friends has to have a fat guy, and we have like a bunch of them. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we overloaded on fat guys.
Actually, I think we're the opposite.
yeah, exactly.
We're the
there's
opposite.
One,
yeah.
There's one not fat guy.
Yeah,
and
so
it's
that's why
Dave.
we have to. Yeah, exactly. I'm just ripped to shreds, motherfucker. But no, that's why we make fun of you all the time.
Yeah.
Because,
Because
we're
I'm
all fat.
Yeah, because I'm the odd man out.
Yeah. If it was the reverse, we'd still make fun
Like,
of you.
could you imagine, like, if he was fat? Also, do you think that Kyle would make fun of him all the time?
I don't think he would have anything
I just feel like he would. I feel like your personality would be completely different if, you
If
were
I was fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, how would I be if I was fat?
Man.
I don't know.
Just like less adventurous. And then
Am I adventurous?
You at least claim to be.
You love to go places. You love to keep. Okay, I wouldn't say you love to keep moving. I'd say you hate to not be moving.
Yeah, that's true.
That
But
is
I'll-
a great way to put it. It's not that he loves to be moving; it's that he hates to not be moving.
It's an oxymoron. But
No.
You.
yeah.
No, it ain't no oxymoron, man.
I mean, it is kind of a contradiction, though.
No.
Since I slept till
I
2
don't
in the
think you
afternoon
get it.
today.
Oh, if you mean like in a sense, like
Yeah.
you don't actually do that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not as adventurous as I'd like to be because
Yeah.
I do love to
I think
sleep
that's
a lot.
The point. I think that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you hate to not move, and you're not moving, and you hate it.
But I'm moving a lot in my dreams.
There you go. That's what matters.
That's all that
that's,
matters.
That's what's really happening.
Yeah.
Is what's happening in your dreams.
I know.
Reality can just go eat a dick.
Reality bites.
It's the subconscious, and it's great.
What was I gonna say? Did you see the fucking shit in the sky, man?
Oh, the meteor shower?
Yeah,
I saw maybe like 3 in this past week. That's it.
I haven't
I
seen
did.
jack shit.
I didn't see anything. I was just wondering. I just figured if anybody saw shit, it would be you.
No.
Yeah.
If there's gonna be a day where it's high concentration,
Tonight, I actually read the article. Tonight's actually supposed to be the peak.
well then never mind. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
because it's
Yeah.
it's fucking cloudy.
Yeah.
It's fucking cloudy tonight.
Yeah,
So.
it was raining on my way in. Thank
Re-
you,
Ooh.
Mother Nature, for being a bitch.
Yeah, fuck Mother Nature. I love to litter.
You love to live.
I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just throw some fucking trash in the street.
For me,
I
when
don't know
was
why you're
growing-
like looking at me when you do that. Like I fucking love it. I
don't
fucking
know, man.
love
I
to
don't-
like
I-
fucking throw
You're the
trash.
closest.
Generally,
You're
there
the
would
closest
be-
thing to a cop in this room. That's why.
That's exactly what it is.
Why am I what?
I mean, it's not that you're like a cop.
No,
like,
you're just
like
in this room.
In
right
this room,
now.
you are the closest thing. You may be really far away from being a cop, but compared to everything else going on in this
Mike
room,
could be like an off-duty cop.
no,
Not even close.
man. Are you kidding me? He'd fucking
What,
be
is it-
on YouTube on the fucking laptop inside of the car the entire night. He'd be
Yeah.
fucking up.
What is it? The haircut?
No, it's
No, it's just everything. You were
yeah.
in the military. Just your
that,
whole
that pretty
attitude.
much sums it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
Like, you having been in the military automatically makes you closer to a police officer than anything in this room.
I don't know. That flashlight over there looks like it could be part of a police officer.
I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
I'm still talking to you as a police officer.
Fuck you, sir.
Fuck
Step
you,
back, sir.
pig.
You're getting a little too close, sir.
Eat my shit.
On the ground now.
It's a good thing that I'm not black, otherwise I'd be dead right now.
It's so true. It's terrible.
Did you say it's terrible?
It's terrible.
I heard terrible.
It's terrible. It probably came out that way.
It's terrorful.
It's terrible.
It's full of tur.
It's full.
Got a doctor, dude. You're gonna
We
fart,
just
dude.
latch on whenever someone says something wrong. It's like, no, don't let it go.
You fucking idiot. I
You
knew
said
I was
something
smarter
a
than
little
you.
wrong. But fucking.
You're gonna fart, dude. You're gonna do farts? No. You're gonna
And
do
so
farts.
it begins.
Gonna do a fart.
It's a Dr. Pepper. What's beginning?
The farts.
Oh, the farts. I thought you were like trying to make it sound like you were gonna start
He's
drinking
gonna get
beer or something.
fucked up. He's
Yeah.
gonna get fucked up on these.
on that DP.
Dude, if he drank 8 of them right now, he'd be fucked up.
Yeah, that's so true.
I would.
be
I,
fucked
I
up.
actually probably would hurt.
Yeah,
To eat,
You'd
to
be
drink
really
8.
fucked up.
Yeah.
you would be hungover the next day from 8 Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
My friend Brian, he drinks.
8 Dr. Peppers.
No, I mean that's all he drinks throughout the day. Like, he doesn't drink Dr Pepper though. He drinks Dr Fago. Yeah.
I might have to edit that out.
What?
Doctor, what?
You should edit that out.
Yeah, apology to
But no,
all
that's
the
what he
fagos
drinks.
out there.
Shut the fuck up. Fago.
Fago?
It's a fucking.
Oh, there's a Y in it. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense
I don't
now.
know. I think it's still kind of funny.
It's a fucking
Yeah, but
pop,
it's-
guys. Made popular by the group Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, that explains why I haven't heard of it then.
You're a fucking juggalo. You look like a juggalo.
I kind of do. Like
You
if
do. You kind of do. Look
I
like a
kind of
juggalo.
got the juggalo look.
You have the juggalo body. You have the body of a juggalo.
Juggalo Bob.
That is
gonna
the
be
ultimate
thing?
insult.
Do you know there's a juggalo dating website?
Yeah.
Juggalove. I'm gonna get a profile.
That's the best pun for juggalo ever.
I'm trying to find my special juggalette.
Note to self: don't visit that website.
Juggalo.
To all my fellow juggalos out there, I haven't got 2 haters on the podcast.
I wouldn't say I'm a hater. I'd just say I'm a observer.
You're a hater.
What? You're an observer?
Yeah, I just watch it.
Have you seen?
Don't pass
Fringe?
judgment.
Juggalove.
I don't pass
All
judgment.
right, what's going
You
on?
do what they want.
Juggalove?
I'll hate furries, but I won't hate juggalos.
All the guys in this website are awesome. They all have sick goatees.
Jordan, didn't you have a goatee at one point?
Yeah, you're a juggalo. Nice job,
That's
fucker.
basically you're the closest thing to a juggalo in this room.
I don't like. People keep saying like I've had a goatee, but I don't remember having a goatee.
I feel like you had a goatee.
Maybe in like another dimension or something, like a different timeline, you had a goatee, and that's what we're remembering.
Yeah, but that means you'd have to be in that timeline too.
No,
Yeah,
it's like the
man.
memories kind of thing, man. It's like the Bernstein Bears. Did the Bernstein Bears have an E at the end or an A?
Bernstein.
Whatever. Is it an E or an A?
I feel like I remember an E,
Like I mean,
but it's not, right? Isn't
No,
it?
yeah, everyone remembers an E, but
yeah,
it's
but
an
it's
A.
an A. Bernstein.
Yeah, it's an A in the end of the the Bernstein's parents' name. The end.
so you're
of it's
saying
an
they
A.
weren't Jewish?
Well, we
Oh,
don't.
man, I don't
no.
think they were.
Okay.
I think they were bears.
They were not kosher.
Yeah. I don't think bears can adhere to any religion at all.
Well,
So
I
unless
mean-
there's like a bear god, which would be actually
Sounds sick.
yeah.
Whoa.
I would totally worship a bear's religion.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
It's worked for them.
Don't they sleep for the
Fucking
winter?
top of the food chain.
They're not top of the food chain.
Shut up.
I would. A bear does what it wants. Bear does not care.
I mean, in the limits of its forest jungle area.
What's above
Yeah.
a bear?
What's above a bear? Maybe a
You?
branch.
Me-
No, a bear eat me.
I guess a gun is above a
Yeah,
bear.
I mean that's
Yeah,
that,
all right,
think
guns
about-
on the top of the food
think
chain.
about
that
think
is
about
the dividing line, though.
But think about me. I don't think I would survive even if I had a gun. I don't think I would survive very long in a place that there were a lot of bears.
Let's put it this way: if a bear could use a gun, now it's at the top of the food chain.
That's
instead
true.
Of us.
That's true, right there.
Yeah. So
See,
it's
like I
like-
said, guns are the dividing line
Yeah.
in the food chain. So if a shark had a gun, or a bear had a gun, forget it.
Yeah.
We're like
if you
Sharks
put a
in the
bulletproof
water.
vest on a bear, you're pretty much fucked. That's
Yeah.
pretty much an unstoppable killing machine at that point.
yeah, you get knocked down to like the 18th on the list.
Yeah. You immediately start dropping ranks when you put bulletproof vests on bears.
Yeah.
Bears are tight. I like
Yeah,
bears.
there's Smokey the bear. You stop him forest
You know, I
fires.
don't. I don't like
Yogi.
sharks. Sharks are fucking stupid. Fuck them.
What?
You just don't like the ocean.
Yeah, I don't.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck the ocean.
you have a
fuck
strange
everything in
fear
it.
of the ocean.
Yeah. Is there anything in the ocean you do like besides salt?
No. I mean, not that I know of. I don't. There's like a lot of shit in the ocean.
Do you like
so
shrimp?
I feel like
Yeah.
shrimp's okay. I'm not like a.
You like salmon?
No, I fucking hate salmon. Actually,
Do you like?
I wish that I liked salmon because it's like the healthiest food on earth, but it's awful. It tastes like absolute. It tastes like a fucking fart.
I wouldn't say it's the healthiest. There's a lot of mercury in it.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but it's like not even close to being anything dangerous for a normal adult.
No.
Like you would have to your body could not process how much salmon you would have to eat for it to become a dangerous thing. I'm pretty sure.
Anal nitrate.
Yeah, but if you're a child and someone's force feeding you salmon,
You're fucked.
you got to.
But you're already if you're a child and someone's force feeding you, salmon,
got
you're
bigger
already.
problems.
I think
You're
if
already
you're a
fucked.
child and someone's force feeding you anything, it's not good.
It's bad times. Bad times.
Yeah. Not only like physical health is affected, but also mental health is
Yeah.
affected at that point.
Like why?
Why are you forcing me to eat?
Biscoff spread?
Yeah. It's made of fucking cookies.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I wish Kyle was here
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss that guy.
because I hate you guys even more somehow.
If Kyle was here, would he be the closest one to a cop?
No. It would
It'd still be Jordan.
I don't know. He kind of has a kind of an authority.
Yeah, he does have a bit of an authoritative demeanor. Authoritative.
He has that kind of like walk to
Demeanor.
him like, I'm king shit of fuck mountain. Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess he would be because he's a douchebag, just like all the cops in the world. He would be the closest to a cop.
Yeah. We miss you, Kyle. We wish you were here.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Get well
It's,
soon.
you know,
Yeah, get well soon, I think. Can sum it
yeah,
up.
Grow
that,
more
that would be
teeth.
fine.
Yeah, me and him were supposed to go see Fantastic Four this week, but he said he just wasn't up for it. And you know what? Maybe that worked out for the best.
Yeah, I think
for
it worked
everyone.
out for the best because I'm hearing nothing but
I don't know
horrible
why
things.
you assumed that it would be any better than
No, I assumed it would be bad, but I thought it would at least be bearably bad, like Terminator Genesis or something.
That was so fun. Terrible movie. So fun.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming was going to be happening. But it's like I've just heard that it's just straight up just bad.
It's just like the worst movie ever.
Yeah, and that's terrible. That's a sad thing.
Yeah.
I'm not upset.
I
about
think
it.
that Fantastic Four as a superhero group is like destined and almost probably cursed to never make a good
At
movie.
this point, it seems that way.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like it's the same thing as Superman. You can't focus on the heroes, in my opinion. You have to focus on the villain. But I don't get to make movies,
What about
and
snakes?
there's a really good reason for
But
that.
what?
You like snakes?
No, not really. I mean, like,
Where's this going?
I don't know. I'm trying to bring it back to the whole animals thing again. Do you like snakes?
Well, I still had a little bit more on Fantastic Four.
oh, Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Well, no, it's about the movie because Kyle texted me back saying, when I asked him, hey, are we going to go see Fantastic Four or not? And he goes, nah, man, I can't do it. My teeth and everything. It's just not, I just can't sit through a movie. I was like, that's all right because I'd probably need to be doped out of my mind too to sit through Fantastic Four judging from the reviews. And he kind of laughed at that and he said, I should have given you some drugs when we went to see Rover, which is like the movie I hate more than any other movie he's taken me to go see. And fuck it. All right. Snakes.
Was that? I mean,
I
was
know,
there,
I was
what?
listening the
Yeah,
entire
I was
time.
listening. What?
It's not even worth it now.
I'm sorry. I
No.
cut you off and I ruined
No,
the
snakes.
flow.
Snakes.
I ruined the
what's-
flow. I'm sorry.
What's your punchline? What's your
That
fucking?
was the punchline that Kyle's like, hey, I wish I would have given you,
Oh, was that
doped
it?
you up to go see Rover.
No, he said, I wish I would have given you drugs to go see a Rover, and I said arsenic would have been best.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay,
That's
see?
good. That's good.
You were gonna leave out one line.
Well, it's just it wasn't landing. It's like you guys were just. I just was looking at you guys, and I felt like no one cares. No one cares, Mike. Just stop talking.
Well, half the time, no
It's-
one cares about anything that comes out of my mouth. You know.
It's just funny because you
Actually,
always that
75%.
movie probably gets brought up on every other podcast. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
No, I don't know any. I don't even know what I know nothing about it. I don't even care about. But your hatred for it is just like so pure.
Your
And it's
hatred for it
just-
has made it known.
Yeah. Like I've
Yeah.
literally I'd never heard of that movie until you guys started like arguing about it.
Yeah, because Kyle really, really liked it, and to me, it was the worst movie I saw that year. Probably one of the worst movies. I can't say that.
For the past 10 years?
Of the past 10 years, yeah, I was going to say I've ever seen, but it's probably one of the worst I've seen in the last 10 years.
Mission Impossible was one of the worst movies that I've seen in the past 10 years.
See, that blows my mind. That can't...
I mean, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, but it's just like it was like a really horrible movie.
See, I don't see that at all. I feel like that...
Right when he fucking hopped over that pole in the first, 15 minutes of the movie, I was done. I was out of it. It was completely over with. Also, it just wasn't that good in general.
For me, it had a rocky start. It did, because it laid on the cheese factor really thick when he's in that room listening to the recording, and it goes, and we are the Syndicate, and we're going to do this, and you can't stop us. And I was like, whoa, this is getting way over the top cheesy. And the opening wasn't as exciting as I was hoping, considering he was hanging off the side of a plane.
Yeah, it kind of, you saw everything in the trailer pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, that was at the beginning of the movie?
That was the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Huh. And so that to me didn't have as much impact as I was hoping. And then yeah, you're right, the unbelievable moment. And for me, the most unbelievable moment in that scene where he's escaping isn't hopping over the pole. It's when he kicks the bone collector guy or whatever. And the guy slides across the room and hits the one part of exposed pipe on his head to knock him unconscious.
That was still more believable to me than hopping off.
I was like, wow, that was a really lucky shot. That there's no way that.
I was thinking about it, you explained.
But then after that, everything goes straight through the roof for me. After that, everything was great.
Such an awful movie.
It had great female dynamic.
Guys.
The villain was a really good idea.
You don't have to sell it to me. I probably will wait till it comes out on TV.
I'm not trying. I'm trying to not.
You guys are
both
looking at me then this is what I've loved about it.
Because there's no other
You're
person.
the middleman. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be the middleman. Guess what? I'm gonna wait and probably see it in 10 years.
You haven't seen it yet. What do you give it out of 10?
That's kind of your thing.
Let's see. I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. That proves it.
Fuck
he
off.
hasn't even seen it, and he likes it more than you.
I would like it more than me if I hadn't seen it.
All right, so snakes.
Yeah, back to snakes. Let's stay on topic here.
Oh no, I got something.
What?
Donald
Trump.
No.
Oh yeah, Donald Trump.
No.
Good old Don Tom.
I didn't want to talk about Donald Trump just yet. Josh.
Don Trump.
Josh came up to me and my brother, big guy.
Yeah, Josh came up to you and your brother.
He kicked your ass.
No, he didn't. No. He couldn't. He couldn't catch me.
He couldn't. Well, he couldn't catch me.
Yeah.
Spit it out, dude.
He came up with this idea where he wants Kyle to film kind of a mini documentary of him losing all that weight.
Sounds fun.
And then at the end of the documentary, him
gaining all back.
No.
That would be the best documentary ever.
No. At the end of the documentary, he
reverse supersize me.
Yeah. Continue, fucker.
No,
I'm doing what I do
At the end
best.
of the documentary, he walks the Appalachian Trail from Florida all the way up to Maine.
This sounds like the worst documentary to make. I'm not saying that would be awful. We would end up losing weight.
I know.
And that's not the fucking point.
No.
Nobody. I'm not trying to lose weight.
Because then whoever's documenting it can also show that he's also losing weight too. So it can be kind of a dual perspective of the filmmaker and the person he's filming.
I mean, if Kyle wants to do it, that's fine, but I'm not fucking doing it.
All right, fine.
I'm not
I don't
hiking.
walk
I'm not
around
hiking
with
a
someone.
goddamn Appalachian.
Holding a camera.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Camera guy's gonna be doing more work.
Yeah. He should film us. That should be the documentary.
Exactly.
Film you guys filming him?
Yeah, he should film us watching him lose weight. That should be the documentary. He'd be like, I'm losing weight, but I'm going to watch these guys watch me lose
So
weight.
at the beginning, they're like, all right, the camera's set up. Here you go. And they hand the guy losing the weight and it's just him all right, man, you're doing good. And then at the end,
nice job.
And at the end of the movie, they finally turn the camera around and then show what he...
Yeah. And it's a woman.
Yeah. What is
I like third shift. I like that idea.
I do too. Me and Kyle were talking about that in the car one time, and he mentioned how weird it must be for people who work a third shift. He's like, wouldn't that make a good premise for a documentary? I'm like, shit, it totally would, because there's not just fast food and stuff like that where there's stores that are open or restaurants that are open 24/7. Someone has to work it, but there's jobs that really, really, really need to happen 24/7. Someone has to be running that electricity. Someone has to be working on that thing. There has to be a security officer watching that door all the time. And so it'd be cool just to talk to some of those different kinds of people. And then when Kyle mentioned, but then making the movie, I'd kind of get pulled into that third shift too. I was like, that's the final key element. where like halfway through the movie, you start talking about the effects on you, someone not used to doing that kind of job, and how you're having to deal with now basically living on a third shift since you're doing a third shift documentary.
Yeah.
I think it's a great premise.
It is.
Yeah. No, yeah. I brought it up. I think it's a good idea. I'm just trying to, I don't know, like it depends on what actually defines third shift. Because there are all types of different, like at TV stations.
The bulk of the time that you work is when it's night.
Well, let's define the different shifts, because to me, like, the day is broken up into 3 8-hour shifts, where you have your 9 to 5s, and then your 5 to midnights, and then third shift to me is like midnight to 8.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But at a TV station, the earliest, like the morning shift, is 3 a.m. until whenever they get off.
Yeah,
what is
then
that? That's morning. That's not.
Yeah, that's early morning shift.
I was gonna say that's blending in 2 of the shifts. That's in between.
But
third
then there's
and first.
there's no third shift at
That's
a TV
what
station.
that's what the Navy would call mid shift. It's not actually nights. It's not actually days. It's like some weird in between time.
Because
Yeah.
I don't like. I think waking, like third shift would be awful because you would have to sleep until the time that everything's closed or it's
Yeah,
about
exactly.
to close. And you like a lot of stuff will still be open when you wake up probably, but you'd have to like rush to do everything that you needed to do, unless you did it right after you got off of work. But
yeah, but you'd probably be tired at that point
yeah.
because you just worked a full
But
day of work.
I thought about like at the TV station, the morning shift, like having to wake up that early, like 2 a.m, that would fuck you up. But you can at like noon or whatever, you can just go home and sleep, and then you can still wake up in time to do everything that you wanted to.
Yeah, because it's like 8 or 9
Yeah.
at that point. I don't think
Could you imagine a world where like after like
9
10
p.m.,
p.m. everything was nothing was open?
I think that
It'd be
used to be
horrific.
the world.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
I think that used
Sounds
to be how
really
things worked. I
terrible.
think there only used to be very few places open past that late.
Policemen, I think policemen, ambulance drivers, and firemen were the only people back in the day, like 40s, 50s, to actually be awake after 11:30.
Or maybe
Sounds
that's just our
awful.
view of it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because we weren't there.
No.
It fucking sucked. That's why we left and we came to the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were like, shit. There's gonna be podcasts in the future. Let's do it.
Yeah.
There ain't no podcast back then.
Well, there was radio shows.
Yeah, and there was Leave It to Beaver. I guess that kind of counts.
When
So
do you start school? Don't you start? Oh,
Actually,
yeah, it's
like
the weekend. isn't it?
24th.
Oh shit!
it's
I
the
gotta sign up
weekend.
for classes.
Why do you have? You don't have to sign up for classes.
You don't.
so bad. At
Like I feel like
You're
at
not
this
gonna
point,
do
you're
it. I
not
know it
doing
right now. The semester's gonna start, and you'll be like, "Oh, I better wait till spring."
I'm so bad at this. I forgot all about.
What are you gonna even take classes for? It? Like, what are you doing?
I still have like 2 different electives I can take. So like any bullshit on the weekends, I have 1 more humanities I gotta take, and then there's 2 physics labs that if I take them, they cover my labs and the rest of my science credits.
Like you have.
There's
a
really only
degree
2
on the way.
Yeah, there's really only
Are you
2
getting an
classes
associates
I
in
have-
science?
Yeah. There's really only 2 classes
Nerd.
that I have to take, and those are the 2 physics ones because they come with
See-
labs and they cover enough credits to.
For some reason, I
Get
didn't
me the rest of
think
the way.
I didn't know that you had any college credits, so I thought you were just one of those people. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a class.
No,
At
I'm
fucking 26.
I went full time for about a year and a half.
That makes sense.
And then after that, I took 1 class a semester for like
That does not
4
make sense.
semesters.
That makes 0 sense.
And then I started doing this thing where I signed up for classes,
And you
went
dropped
for the
it?
first 2 weeks, and then dropped.
I was one of those guys that went straight through it, powered through it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have dawdled. I shouldn't have like slowed down my pace. I should have just hammered the rest of the way out
Well,
because.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
man. You can't fucking slow down.
Yeah. I'm.
However, there was
That's why
one
I
class
wanted to
took.
like. This is a perfect example. I want to get my master's degree. I don't have my master's degree because I fucking took a break. I stopped after a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
I probably won't ever get my fucking master's degree at this point.
You can get it online or some shit, probably.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking joker though. I'm gonna get a PhD. Call me fucking doctor.
I would never call you
Doctor
Doctor
fucker.
Doctor Fucker.
Well,
Doctor Big Fuck.
Yeah.
I call you Dr. Fucker.
Yeah. It'd be fun. I love college.
I miss teachers like Fieldhouse, Ron Fieldhouse at Harlem,
I don't remember.
because at one point he handed out a test that had a question on it that I wasn't there the day that he taught that. And so I didn't know how to figure out the answer. But I just, like, tried to figure it out. Like I mental mathed my way through it basically and said, all right, I know how this works. I know how this works. Maybe I can meet in the middle and figure out how to do this. And I got the right answer at the end of the day. But he still marked it wrong. And when I said, why'd you mark it wrong? He goes, Mike, I don't doubt that you knew what you were doing and that wasn't just a lucky guess or that you cheated. He's like, I believe that you were able to figure it out based on the stuff around you. He goes, but you weren't here that day. He's like, you didn't show the method that I used that day. He's like, so I'm not giving you credit for something you weren't here for.
But you got the answer right.
Mm-hmm. No, but he's totally right. To me, that's fair. That's not failing me in the class. That's saying you weren't here for this when I told you about it.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, but
I think about it this way. Think about it this way. The job that I have right now, I could easily get all of the work that I do. Like, okay, I could get 90% of the work that I have to do done. Like, I could probably get it done in the first hour, but I have to be there the entire day. That's just how it goes. That's how jobs work. So why would
I'm saying on the fact that school is about knowledge, and if you have the knowledge and you could,
but I didn't have the knowledge.
It's the wrong knowledge.
I had knowledge of figuring out that answer through a certain method, and it wasn't the method.
That wasn't the method that the teacher wanted.
Dude, a method when it comes to mathematics and chemistry is as important, if not more important. Yeah, but if you got the right answer, I mean, there's multiple different ways to get an answer. There are, and those methods are important to know.
But it wasn't the teacher's. It wasn't what the teacher wanted.
It wasn't the method that he wanted. It was more about the method than the answer.
That's like saying
he wasn't teaching me the answer; he was teaching me the method. And since I didn't know,
you taught yourself how to get the answer.
Yeah, but I didn't teach myself that method because it's not about the answer; it's about how you get to it. And obviously, if you take the wrong way to get to it, 99 times out of 100, you're going to get the wrong answer.
Yeah.
But I figured out a method that got me the right answer. But
shouldn't that be rewarded in some way and not like diminished and kind of like scrutinized?
Think about this is like a really Neanderthal way to think about this, but like think about somebody racing. Two people racing. The finish line's over here, you start right here. So one guy runs all the way around to get to the finish line. The other guy just runs straight to the finish line. They still get to the finish line, but he did it wrong. That's not the way that you're supposed to do it.
No.
That's exactly the same thing.
That's a poor analogy because, I mean, that's just...
I said it was a really Neanderthal.
That's completely shattering the rules. I wouldn't say that you completely shattered the rules to get to where you needed to be.
No, it's not a shattering of the rules. It's an alternate method. And
it's the same.
The race doesn't say you have to stay on this course and that one guy cheated and took a shortcut. It was just first one to touch that tree wins. One guy, runs around it.
Say it's you and a friend racing somewhere. If you take a shortcut, you lose. Like, hey, asshole, what the fuck's your problem? We're going this way.
Okay.
I feel like you're not okay with it.
You're not okay with it.
I feel like you say okay, but you're not okay.
I'm okay.
You're not okay.
No. You don't
agree. Okay,
agree to disagree.
Here's another way to think about it. Okay, two people that are really good.
Argue with this, Jordan.
Really good at
want to argue
two people that are really good at playing music, same instrument. One person can hear something by ear and play it perfect. The other person can read the music and play it perfect. The person that can read the music is better off.
Can I equate it to, like, let's say Beethoven was teaching one of his students how to play the piano.
All right.
Beethoven had his specific way of playing the piano, and he played it beautifully. And he was trying to teach one of his pupils to play it the way that he learned how to play it. And the pupil didn't get it. The pupil, he was natural, and he found his own way to do it. I
think he'd be like, hey, you should learn the basics before you get all fucking crazy about it.
I mean, I don't know what you guys want out of me.
We want you to argue with us.
I have my opinion, and I mean...
I would like a better opinion out of you.
You want your opinion out of me.
Yeah, exactly. A better opinion. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I just want to argue. And it's kind of tough when someone just shuts down and goes, okay, I don't know.
There's a lot of arguing in everyday life, and after a while, I'm just like tired of it. I'm just like, okay.
So what don't you like about arguing? What's wrong with arguing? Why don't you like arguing?
Love you, Mike.
Why don't you want to talk about arguing? Because I love to argue. I really do. I know
it is really annoying sometimes.
Yeah,
it's how much that you like to argue.
And it's weird because if there's someone that is really wishy-washy about it, like Kyle, that will just hop over to my side and be like, you know what, you're right, and he really actually means it. He doesn't just want to end the argument. And he says, no, you convinced me. I don't even like that.
you know what I equate it to after a while?
That's not what I'm aiming for.
Like after a while, you know what I equate it to? It's like there is no definite right answer. There's multiple ways around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is one finishing aspect, but there's multiple ways to get there.
Yeah. It's the method that's the most important thing. It's the
No,
way
it's not
that
the
you're
method.
getting, or the way that you're getting there. I should
Yeah,
say.
and if it's your way, it works.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a borderline morality topic.
How?
I mean,
talking about?
it's like no, because it's like I didn't follow the prescribed path. I still ended up at the same destination, but I didn't follow the prescribed path.
All right, I'm not talking about like following some sort of king's rule or
I'm not
the laws of man. I'm talking about trying to figure something out, and there's usually methods to solving problems.
And you think if you used your method that you used on that test again, that you could figure out another question?
Probably, and you know what? There'd probably be other questions that work with it too. But there's a method that he was teaching that I didn't learn.
I can't.
The point of the lesson
I know
was to teach the method.
I understand where you guys are coming from, but my view of the world is different than what you guys see it. My view is if you make it there, whether it be by your own doing, and not by someone else's doing, not by someone else's teaching you how to get there, it'd be like, all right, son. To make it in the real world, you gotta do this, and then you gotta do this, and then you gotta do this. But the son's like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go over here, and now I'm gonna be rich or something like that.
Again, I'm not talking about like some
no,
sort of person imposing restrictions on you.
No, I understand, but
I'm talking about someone teaching and telling you something, and then you not knowing that, you being absent for them telling you that. But then somehow being able to come back and supply an answer that makes it look like you were told that.
But he didn't give you at least the points to be like, you know what, Mike is smart enough and he found a way around. Okay, that is ingenuity, and that's important to have, even as a mathematician. And he didn't even give you points for that. I mean, like, okay, he was supposed to learn this thing over here, but he's smart enough to find a way around and find the answer. And as a teacher, I don't doubt that he could probably do it again in the future. But no, I'm gonna deduct him points because he wasn't in class to learn the method that the fucking Harlem School Board prescribed.
We're gonna have to jump out of analogy and just to my unique situation, that if I was a failing student, borderline,
but
he would have given. No, I wasn't. I was getting an A in that class.
Yeah, but you weren't. Yeah, you weren't failing. So.
That's why he punished me. That's why.
That's even less of a reason to do it.
No, then it doesn't matter. Then it's like he docked me the points. It's like that doesn't affect my grade at all. I'm still going to get an A in that class. He docked me the points to try and hammer home, hey, method's important. Showing up is important. Learn what you should be being taught.
Maybe your method works.
It did work in that scenario, but it's not what I was taught.
He was teaching him to not fucking. Okay, you said you were like floating along and getting an A.
Oh,
correct?
Yeah, like I was showing up late to classes.
He was teaching him. He was trying to teach him and hammer home that does not work for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Oh, let me give you another example.
I
was trying to apply for an internship at the time, and he said, and I asked him, hey, since you're my current chemistry teacher, it would be really cool if you signed this. And he said, I'll only sign it if you don't miss any more class.
Seems at that point he's just punishing you from your for your attendance and not your lack of method.
Yeah.
That's what he's punishing him for.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Ridiculous.
He's punishing me in a way that's not going to dock me half my grade in the class automatically, like the asshole teacher that had like this, I have this law in place, and when a person is late 5 times, they automatically get docked 50%. He was playing it by ear. He was saying, this guy gets away with it, but I think he should try and, not get away with it. So I'm going to try and, say, hey, you want this? You're going to have to earn it. Instead of saying, guess what, Mike? Half your grade's gone.
Okay. And I mean at that time. Okay.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
It makes sense.
No.
Well, I mean, as many times as I can say okay, I mean, it's probably
no, because
not gonna...
You're right. We still have the larger morality issue at stake here. You may agree with it in just that one instance, but what about in the larger scheme of things?
Probably not.
Yeah. There's still something to argue about. There's always something.
I'm not going to take that bait.
So anyways, RoboCop's the best movie that's ever been made.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but it
Shut the fuck up.
No!
But it did everything it needed to perfectly.
It did. I agree. We're not arguing.
Yeah. RoboCop really that's Paul Verhoeven, right? He
Yep.
knows how to make a fucking movie. What's your favorite Paul Verhoeven movie? Mine's Starship Troopers.
Cinderella Story.
I just said that RoboCop is the best movie ever made.
It's probably your favorite Paul Verhoeven movie.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the running.
Yeah. What's your idea of a perfect movie?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Is that even a
Boring
movie?
ass, like, fucking trolls walking across land,
Middle Earth.
across
Get it right. Get it right.
across 3 movies plus other movies.
I wasn't even picking up what he was talking about until you said Middle Earth.
Yeah.
That's how vague of it.
Lord
You
of the
just
Rings
described
is
Lord of the
awful.
Rings the worst way
Yeah.
ever.
Trolls.
Fucking
and
walking
across.
I mean, there's a lot of. Let's be honest. There's a
Earth.
lot of walking happening.
Yeah. He's not even going to argue about it.
I don't even want to argue about it because I know I'm right. It's a fucking terrible. It's a trilogy, right? Or does that count? Because there's there's The Hobbit and shit.
Who cares? They all suck.
Yeah, they're all fucking terrible.
Yeah, man, they're horrible.
He so doesn't want to argue.
They're
What's
horrible
something we
movies.
could get him to argue with us about?
Nothing, actually.
The Navy
I'm-
sucks.
I'm burnt out. The Navy does suck.
The Navy rocks.
It does sometimes.
God damn it.
I hate you. Dude, I hate you so much.
What about like a movie or something coming out that's ruining something you did enjoy? Like if the Civil War movie came out and just really sucked dick, and not because it was like badly made, but because it was just like insulting to its viewers.
You know what it is? I mean, like, if I probably wouldn't be that sad if it
Honestly,
sucked.
I'd probably kill myself.
If it,
That would probably
That is,
be
you
it.
know, that is a good point. That you should kill yourself.
Hey, Dave.
What? What?